right, so let's work on our hero section. We have these two parts, the left and the right, where we have a slider here and these items and the background. Okay, so let's begin with the section. Remember, when you're starting something new, ensure to start it with a section so you can label it and make it neat. So you see navigation section, we're going to call this one hero section. Okay, so navigation section, hero section, you can see all your sections in at a glance, and then we can go ahead to add 2 div blocks into this. And duplicate by Ctrl C, Ctrl V. We have 2. Now we're going to, on the hero section, set it to flex. Okay, now we do space between and for Y center. So this will cause the 2 div block to align side by side each other and split away from each other as well. So let's class this div. Remember, we do not style our default elements, so we can call this hero hero info, and we can call this hero, we could have said hero left and hero right. Let's rename this. Okay, the name did not stay, we did not click enter. Hero left, enter, and hero right, enter. Okay, so let's give this a width of 50%. Choose the percentage first, else it will stay at px. So 50% and percentage 50. Good. So for the parents, let's give it some gap of like 12. Okay, it's there, but you can say because we've not put anything into it. So let's begin with the paragraph. Okay, into hero left a paragraph, into hero left again a heading, into hero left a form, a whole form. All right, then into hero right, interesting, we have a slider, so we're going to SLR slider into hero right. So it's in the wrong place, let's bring it down. Slider supposed to be in hero right, drag it down, come on, get in. Good. So hero right to have a slider. All right, so let's add our background. So in our navigator, our hero section have a background, so let's go to background. It has the background image, so under image and gradient, choose image. The image is here already, styled, transparent already, hero, you see. So you can see that white transparent background behind. Okay, so for this hero left, we're going to, should we use padding or margin? Let's use padding. Move the items in, let's call this 16. Let's get our hero left Hero writes, so much fault. Let's say, okay, yeah, it's not that big. So I think 60 is fine. We can even do some padding, right, like 20 pairs. Again. And for hero left, let's put some on the right. Okay, so we have 100% organic food. Let's copy this. For the heading, we have organic veggies and fruits. Let's copy this. And for our form, we have only the search. Some let's search. Let's say this doesn't sound right, but let's just have a form there. Let's say email form. So name. Let's just say name. Let's get rid of this. Let's call this. Yes, we're getting rid of this. Okay, and for this we're adding the placeholder. That's how you get that in. So for placeholder, we have search. Okay. Yeah, for the whole of the form, we can give this flex. Okay. And all right. We can align our button. Okay, alignment doesn't work. All right, so next we want to have this borders around this and have this form button aligning like this. So first of all, let's bring this one to align to the main form. We're going to use margin because if you use padding, it will be affecting the text. That's how button works. You see, to affecting the space inside, but meanwhile we want to affect the space outside, so using the margin, let's add the margin of 10. Okay, now it's aligning with our form. Next we want to move it into the form. Okay, so we'll go to position and we set this to, okay, for button, we are working on our button. Always ensure you take a look at your class and ensure you are in the right place. Okay, now the submit button. No, we did not give it an, okay, let's do this. Let's give it a combo class so that just in case we don't need the same, oh sorry, just in case we have another form in our code. Button, we want to reset this. Okay, so let's give it a hero button, a combo class. Okay, so putting that 10 px here. Then for the search button, the text for text field, let's call this hero form search. All right, so back to our button, back to the button. Let's go down. Let's position this position here. We have position. Let's set the position to relative, that's to itself, meaning it shouldn't. Let's see what will happen if you take it to absolute to see how it moved. Okay, so we're setting it to relative to itself. Then we can then move it in until we have that equal. Okay, I think this is aligning properly. Next we want to give it that border radius around it, so we come to borders, and then we have this Okay, 18 is fine. All right, so now for our hero form search, remember the new name we gave it. We also want to give it that radius to align. So border radius, we give that 18, so this should be the same as well. 18. Okay, now we have this, so we're going to give this a diff border color yellow. Let's copy this for our button. Border radius, border color. All right, so it's a bit thick, so let's add some width. Let's make it 2px. Also for here, border width 2px. Okay, so this is our border and border width 2px. Color, okay, radius 18. And here we have this button background green. So let's copy our green on the typography. Copy. Let's change this submit button background. See the background. Let's change this blue to green. Good. Let's change our text. Now we are now in this heading. Okay, let's give it a class hero text big, then hero text small. Good. Color green. Under typography, we change this here to this green. We can now change this to Ubuntu. This is the font we are using. We can now, it's already bold. We can increase this more to, let's say, for 8. Good. 52. Is this better? 48. I think 48 is better. So you see the text is kind of joining too much. There is a space here. Now you do that using the line height. Let's see. Our typography have this. See, under typography, you're learning a lot. It might look like it's taking time, but you're learning a lot. Typography, you have more type option. There's letter spacing. There's let's look for line height, text index, colon, capitalized, breaking, wrap. Okay, I think we can do that using the height directly, the height. Okay, so let's increase this 44 to 52, 54, 56. I think this is good. No, 56 is better. Okay, is that too much? No, it's fine. 56. What happened to our color? It didn't stay. We did not click enter. Okay, that's it. Alright, so for our veggies, it has the orange color, yellow. What color we're using here? It's supposed to be orange, but we're using yellow, but it's fine. Let's just go Control C. This guy here, back to typography because it's text. Under typography, we can change our fonts. Let's see the weight is a bit thick. Let's use 500 here. Let's increase this to like 32. Nope, too much. 24. Good. Let's just go. You know what to do. Make yours perfect, okay? And it's nice. So let's put some space here. Let's put some padding bottom. Okay, yeah, because we have some space there. Alright, we have some unfinished business here in the main hero section, which is the parent of everything we have here. Hero section where we have our background. So we're going back to background. back to background, you see this hero section, click on the image, the other options will come out. So it's on custom, I have to set it to cover so it can, don't have duplicate on that. It's so light we cannot say that much, but it's there. And you can see in the middle here they have something like this phone something. You can see now, you can see it a little bit here. So we need some padding top and bottom. Okay, that's done. Hero section, padding top, let's say like 40, padding bottom 60. That's much. Okay, let's give the top more. Is that it? 60. Let's give the top 60 and the bottom 40. Okay, so this image should actually move a little bit more to the side, so we should have more, because we want this hand to show. Okay, so we'll reduce this. Okay, so then we'll have our images. We have this fruit image and this cucumber image. So to tab, okay, on the style we have the we're not adding any slide here. We just want to go ahead and change the okay, all these are for the style. So we'll go to our assets, we'll look for I think this is the first one, we drag it in, then we'll go to slide 2, click on it. So okay, then we okay, let's use the arrow here. You have the left and the right arrow here. You go to the next one for slide 2, and then you drag in the cucumber image, this one. So okay, let's preview this. Let's see, no image. Let's go back. Control C. So why is this not staying? Come on. Okay, I didn't click on it. Now it's staying. And we'll go to our assets. We drag this in and it stays. Okay, so we have 2. If we preview this, we can have slider 1 and slider 2. We have a nice image here. I think we should reduce this so this can come in a bit. Okay, this is shorter. In the preview it's a bit long, so we have to reduce this side a bit. What is this? Oh, all right, so slider, style, hero right rather, style. Okay, let's look at this. I think it's better. All right, that's it for our hero section. But before we go, let's preview this. Okay. Now, this is supposed to be aligning with the fruits and this one. So I guess it's because we put it in directly inside the section. That's why it's like this. So when you're doing your design, you should know what and what not to do. Okay, so it's better we have it that way so you see why it's important that after adding a section, you also need a container. So let's look at this. So in this container, we are going to, we have our flex here. We'll just return this back to block. Okay, it's fine. Our design is still intact. We'll just bring this hero left into the container. Okay, and hero right into the container, and ensure all right, so we have our container, hero left and hero right. All right, so now we want to bring that flex into the container, you see, and set our x back to space between and y to center. You see, we have the same thing, like nothing is actually broken. Okay, so there's only one problem, I think. Okay, we have to still remember we increase this width of this to align with this. So we're going to do the same for this container. We'll come back here. Okay, we're not going to set a flex on this container. Let's take that back. Let's take that back to block, and let's remove this class. So container, let's give it a class. Let's call it hero container or hero wrapper. Better, hero wrapper. Okay, so flex space between is good to code, and you do errors and you do correction. That will help you whenever you see something wrong. You're not scared of, oh, I've broken my code. Instead, you know exactly what to do to fix it. You will not be scared of fixing your code. Okay, so now this is it. Remember, this is more like the default for Webflow container, so we're going to use 1002. I've texted it before. We did 1110 here, but we're going to increase this more so we just don't waste much time. Okay, so you see now they are well aligned. Okay, so looking better, right? All right, so with that, while we can say increase this more, make yours perfect, make yours very, very perfect, more big, and well, we are almost there. All right, so we'll visit the next section again. And for the slider, let me just give something. You can also add more to the slide. Okay, under setting, you see add slide. If you click add slide, you see slide 3. That's how you add more slide. Let's just control Z. I'm not adding any slide right now. So that's how you can add slide under setting, on the slide itself, and then you can see add slide. To change it, just do left one, click on it, it stays, you put the image, go arrow left again, click on it, it stays, you put the image. That's how you do it. All right, see you in the next section.